Hello dear students, welcome to Become a Good Problem Solver event, BGPS event organized by the GEM Foundation. This video is sharing the solution for the math problem posted on October 2025. So in this video, we are going to see for the junior math problem, which is a very interesting problem that improves the students' analytical thinking and logical thinking. So the problem and the solution is also interesting because it have two approaches. The approach one is a very straightforward approach anyone can do, but then it takes more time, especially when the numbers are bigger. But the approach two is a very interesting perspective to the problem. It will improve your analytical thinking and give a different perspective of the problem and helps you understand how these problems can be worked out easily when you understand it in a better way. Let's go and work on this problem now. Ramu and Hari collect Pokemon cards, right? All of you collected. Ramu has 159 cards in total. Hari has only 9 cards. Ramu agreed to give 8 cards to Hari each day. Will they both have same number of cards after some days? If yes, then after how many days they both will have same number of cards? It's an interesting question that you may actually relate to your daily life. So for these problem solving in our GEM Foundation, we follow the UPER technique, which translates to understand, plan, execute, and reflect. So with this approach, it will be easier for you to approach any problem and try to work towards the solution. For understanding, you can follow different strategies to comprehend the problem better. So underlining the key terms is one thing which we did already. Asking guiding questions. So in the BGPS event, the guiding questions is always posted on the website. As you actually use the guiding questions, you can come up with your own question to any new problems. And the most important point is to visualize by drawing or kind of rephrasing so that you have a good comprehension and see how you can relate the given information and the information which is asked to be found. So look for patterns within the given information. So that's what we are going to do today in this problem. So first, let's understand. We have underlined already. The question is, if yes, will they both have same number of cards after some days? If yes, after how many days they both will have same number of cards, right? So let's start working on this by drawing, making some visual graphs. So what does it say? Ramu has 169 cards. You can, let's have two approaches here. In the approach one, it says Ramu started giving 8 hearts to Hari. So what would you do? You can just put Ramu and then maybe you can draw like this. Ramu is having 169 and then Hari is having 9 cards. So these are the two things when they started, and after each day, so each day is important here, they give 8 cards Ramu gives to Hari. So what would you do? Maybe in the first day, Ramu gives 8 cards. So you have to, after giving to 8 cards, what happens to Ramu's cards? It will decrease, right? So how much it will decrease? It will decrease by 8. So 161. And what happens to Hari? He gets added up. 9 plus 8, which is 17. Correct? So how do you then figure out that both of them will get same cards on what day is the question. So what would you do? What kind of a recording tool can you use? In this case, you can use actually a table. So you can put a table like this where the day is here and then you know Ramu and then Hari, and for each day how many they are having. Like in the second day it is 153 and 25, like that you have to keep on going, right? And it does take time. And here I have made a small chart already with the table, and as you can see I have been reducing 8 continuously and then adding 8 continuously, and so on the 10th day they both get 89, right? So it is possible. So for the first question, will they both have same number? Yes, it is possible. They have same number of cards. And on what day or after how many days they both will have? On the 10th day they both will have 89 cards, right? So maybe a simple like on a visual and a recording tool of planning with the table has helped us to execute and work on this problem. But now think, if there are many cards and like for example 1000 cards and then Harry is having only 8 cards, would it be a good idea that you prepare such a big table? It will take so much time, isn't it? So let's go and check what is the interesting approach in 2. So what does both Hari and Ramu have same number of cards mean? So what does it mean? So you know that Ramu is having 169 cards and Hari is having 9 cards. So what does it mean? It means after some days, is it possible they both have same cards. So for example, if it is 10 here, they should also have 10, something like this. So they have same number of cards. So if they both have same number of cards, how many cards each one can have? How do we find how many cards each one can have? So when they want to actually give, one person is giving and one person is getting, what does it mean? Are they getting cards somewhere from outside? No, they are actually having the same number of cards, right? They should see if it is possible to have same number of cards within these 169 and 9. So what does it mean? It can we relate this information, telling that okay, if I have, let's say I have 6 cards, we'll take a small example to understand this better. I have 6 cards and my friend is having 3 cards. I'm giving her 1 card every day. Okay, just 1 card. Will it be possible for us to have same number of cards? So then both of you together, how many cards you have? You have 9 cards, right? Is it possible with a common sense that 9 cards can be split among 2 students? Is it possible? It's not possible unless you tear the card and give it back, right? So does this a simple example gives us an idea of to check if there is a possibility that they both can have same number of cards. So the understanding of both having same number of cards mean the total cards should be a even number, right? Only if the total cards is even number, total cards is even, it can be divided into 2 people. It can be divided among 2 friends, correct? So can we check that first? Is that an even number? So how many are the total cards here? It is 169 plus 9, which is 178. Okay. So then you can be sure, yeah, that is possible that they can be divided among 2 friends. So then comes this question: if they both can have same number of cards, how many cards each one can have? So now let's take a small example again. I have around 5 cards and my friend is having only 1 card. So if I give 1 card every time to my friend, is it possible to have same? Yes, it seems it's an even number, and by 2 you get 3 cards. So let's take, so on the first day I'll have 4, she'll have 2 and 3 and 3. Oh yeah, it is coming, right? So you can apply the similar thing. So using a simple example will always help you to work on problems which involve with bigger numbers. So here you have 178 divided by 2 is 89. So it is possible, yes, because it's an even number and they both can have 89 cards. Okay, but then I am going to give every day 8 cards. So by giving every day 8 cards, is it possible to get 89 is the next question that you can get. Because the question is not asking will they have same number of cards after some days. It's possible, but giving 8 cards each day, is it possible? Like for example here, with 5 and 1, if I give each card a day, it is possible. But if I give 2 cards a day, is it possible? Because after 5 and 1, if you subtract 2, you get 3, and if you add 2, you get 3. But let's say I'm giving 3 cards a day. So then 5 and 1, so 5 minus 4 is 1 and 1 plus 4 is 5. No, it's not possible. So this is why it is important to understand what does giving 8 cards to Hari each day mean. So what does it mean? Basically, it starts with 9. So Hari is having 9 at first. And then after a few days, he is getting 89. And every day he is adding 8 to it. So what does that mean? If I subtract 89, so there are totally 89 cards and he had some 9 cards initially. So if I remove 9 cards, how much I get? 80 cards. Right? So this is the 80 cards that Ramu has given. So how much cards Ramu has given? Ramu has given 80 cards. Now can you figure out, can the 80 cards be given in terms of 8 cards per day? So this is a very important thing to understand by the children, that what does 80 cards mean by giving 8 cards each day. So what does it mean? Here again you can apply some visuals telling, okay, if I give 8 cards, 8 cards, 8 cards, is it possible to get a total of 80? So what concept are we trying to understand here? So repeated addition, which is multiplication, is it possible 8 times something can be 80? Is it possible? Yeah. as you all are telling, it is possible. And 8 times what is 80? 8 times 10 is 80. Right? So you get 8 times 10 is 80. So therefore, on the 10th day, both of them will have same number of cards. And how many? That we have already figured out. 89 cards. Right? 89. Both having same number of cards, and that is 89 cards on the 10th day. How did we find 10th day? Because 8 times 10 is 80. So if I quickly go through the second approach, which is very interesting, which will help you work on a variety of problems. We started with what does this both having same number of cards mean? It means if these two cards are added, whatever they have, if it is an even number, then it can be split among them equally. And then we figured out, yes, it can be split. And then next we found out that there can be 89 cards. But then we understood that can this 89 cards be split based on giving 8 cards every time. So then for finding that, we understood that how many cards Ramu actually given. That is basically 89 minus 9, because Hari already had 9 cards. So 89 minus 9 is 80. So 80 cards Ramu had given to Hari. Is it possible that 80 cards can be given with 8 cards each day? For that, we figured out that 8 times what is 80 and 8 times 10 is 80. So on the 10th day, both of them had 89 cards. So with this second approach, your thinking activity and the problem solving ability will be reflected in gaining the analytical problem solving skill. I hope you enjoyed working on this problem. Please do try it out on your own and keep participating in the upcoming Become a GPS event. Thank you.